Can I make a bunny rabbit?
And all the way the other way. I said I just made it for
Hi, Anna. I can't tell. What are they going to do next? We're going to our house? What did Connie
Down there probably. Here, looky here.
See my face.
Jacob's probably next to the left.
I think the speakers go first. Yeah.
There was a couple
I know.
Somebody bring the beach ball.
I'm so sorry. Oh, look at that.
They must have it too.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, great. Would you be nervous? I have
It's like the first day kindergarten.
I know.
No.
Stand up. They got to move down.
Right here. Could be.
Thank you. Oh, I see him.
Down too.
I didn't know that.
I see him.
They're getting closer.
I thought it was. You sure it's in?
Right there.
Right here. See that girl waving?
Oh, I see him.
Now we say, it's like television.
Where is he? Oh, yeah, there's Philip. You don't want to look at all.
There we go.
Look, he's holding his card.
Yep.
Ronnie was looking straight this way, but I couldn't get her attention.
She sees us now.
I think I don't run the
You see him? He's getting ready to go into the seat. He's going to go in and sit down. He's right in front of us. Right there. Hey, Jacob! He's in between the girls. Two girls, Jake, another girl, and then the guy, and the 5 girls.
I know,
Is that what you're picking off with the buzz? There he goes. Jake's coming in to see you.
It wasn't.
They showed me his picture. After his graduation, sitting there shaking the Frisbee's hand or whatever.
Good evening. Mr. Martell, members of the Connellsville Area School Board, faculty and staff, parents and other family members, friends, and most importantly, the Connellsville Area School District Class of 2016. my pleasure to welcome you to the 50th annual commencement ceremony of the Connellsville Area School District. Tonight, we are here to announce the graduation of 307 young men and women who have successfully completed all of the requirements of our school district and the state of Pennsylvania. It's hard to believe how fast time goes by. It's a point we try to make to our seniors at the start of the school year as a way of motivating them to take care of business while they still have a chance. And also to encourage them to seize the moment and enjoy a special time in their lives that will soon be gone. Of the 307 students we have graduating this evening, a large number of them really did take care of business and seize the moment. And as a result, they enjoyed an outstanding senior year. Some others simply did what they needed to do and got by without trouble. A certain few, well, they might consider themselves lucky to be here, but we're glad they made it. However, the overall character of this class is a good one. As principal of the Connellsville Area Senior High School, it is my honor to present the class of 2016 for graduation. This senior class is a well-rounded group. We have talented artists, performers, musicians, athletes, and academic leaders. There are many achievements and honors that these seniors have accomplished over the past 4 years. However, what I'm most proud of is the amount of service they perform for their community. From laying wreaths at Allegheny Cemetery, distributing toys for the Salvation Army at Christmas, installing an air conditioner at the Connellsville Library, to cleaning up areas of the city, our seniors have done a lot to improve our community. Class of 2016, you have passed the test of the Connellsville Area School District, and you have overcome the many difficulties associated with attending school. You are ready to move on to find your place in this world. You have what it takes to be successful. I wish you the very best of luck. To begin our program, it is my pleasure to introduce our student council officers, Leanna Brewer, Sean Luzzi, Tia Carriere, our National Honor Society President, Gabriella Munson, as well as our senior chorus members.
At this time, we now ask that you stand for the presentation of colors, national anthem,
And remain standing for the invocation. Thank you.
Stripes and bright stars to the paradise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this special day. Through your guidance and grace, we, the class of 2016, come together before you, our families and our friends, to celebrate our achievements. You have blessed us with many talents to give us hope, struggles to keep us challenged, teachers to equip us for our journey, and families and friends to love and support us all along the way. We ask you to keep our eyes and minds open to all that you are doing in our lives. Instead of running away from life's challenges, may we embrace them, eager to gain all your blessings you have hidden in the difficulties. May we use all our talents, skills, and knowledge to make a positive impact on the lives we touch and on the world in which we live. May we always feel your presence in our lives and be without fear and worry. With your help, we can overcome any obstacle. We ask you to keep us close to you as we go on to live our lives. Lord God, we ask that you will continuously bless us with feelings of trust, hope, thankfulness, and peace. Be with us this evening and forevermore. Amen.
Mom has shoes back there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and pride that I present the 2016 Connellsville Area Career and Technical Center Salutatorian. It is my personal opinion that Daylin Nicole Goodwin exhibits integrity, compassion, and drive in all of her endeavors, and these qualities will serve her well in any area she wishes to pursue. She is a proud resident of Dunbar, Pennsylvania, and she credits her father, her aunt, her cousins, and her nana for all the support she has received throughout her academic career. Daylin feels Skills USA has been a rewarding experience for her, but she is also proud of being the president of the National Technical Honor Society and an editor of the Falcon Year her junior year. Some of the awards she has received at the CACTC include being a gold medalist for Skills USA her junior year and a bronze medalist her senior year. She has also been awarded the Hospital Club of Connellsville Award and the Falcon Foundation of Connellsville Community Center Award. When Daylin is not studying in her program of health occupations, she helps with Kansas Drive as well as at the Scottsdale Manor Nursing Home. Daylin plans to work at Ruby Memorial Hospital while pursuing a degree as a registered nurse at West Virginia University. Without further ado, please welcome Daylin Nicole Goodwin.
My speech is entitled, Igniting the Passion for a New Journey. When I first arrived at Connellsville High School, I had no plan. I had no passion. I went to school each day because I had to. I got to grades because I had to. And I acted like I cared about things because that's how I had to do. You see, life doesn't always hinge at everything you want. Ironically, life doesn't usually give you any reasonable help. But when I went to the Career Center and attended my courses and learned about the subject, I realized that right there was where I wanted to be. I had finally found my passion for nursing. I've learned many things throughout the years, such as if you want to keep your fingers, don't get in front of a hungry football player when he's going through the lunch line. If you have an assignment due on Monday, don't put it off until the Sunday night before. And, above all else, even though we may all be young and less experienced, if there's one thing we can do, it's do things with passion. None of us want to go to a job where we go just because we have to, and do well just because we have to. I would rather die of passion than of boredom. Vincent Van Gogh said that, and I think we all know that he had a lot of passion for his art. I know that we've all sat through enough speeches and formal talks to last at least 3 lifetimes. But I hope that you all can take this one thing away from my speech. While we may be leaving this wonderful, beautiful, but embarrassing journey behind us, take what you love, what you feel passionate about, and carve a new journey to a road less traveled, and make and become something that you won't regret for the next 50 years. So go get your passion for work, love, and life. Stay empowered and passionate, class of 2016. It's been real. Thank you, and good luck.
Yeah, maybe they do need it. Take it down too.
10 years ago, I was hired by the school district to be the gifted support teacher for the high school. Shortly after I was hired, I told the human resources director that I felt like I landed a dream job. I made that comment because it's every teacher's dream to have the kind of student in class, like the young lady that I'm about to introduce to you this evening. I tried to find a succinct way to describe her accomplishments to you, and the best that I can come up with is the word extraordinary. Everything she did,
both inside the classroom and in all those extracurricular activities that she somehow managed to fit in, was truly extraordinary. In fact, she did the extraordinary so often, she made it look easy. One of the commencement speakers at Harvard University's graduation ceremony this year told his classmates, "We were born to be comets, and that we're destined to live among the stars." It's a privilege and a pleasure to introduce to you one of our best and brightest stars, the 2016 Connellsville Area Senior High School Class Salutatorian, Miss Abigail Michaela Kaczynski.
Faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates, it is my honor to speak in front of you today. First, I'd like to say thank you to our parents and teachers that have helped us along the way. We truly could not have done this without you, and we deeply appreciate and love each and every one of you. Secondly, I'd like to say, we did it! It is crazy to look around at all of the faces and think about how fast these last 4 years have gone. And it's easy to reminisce about the good times and feel sad. However, I hate seeing people cry, so I'm here today to talk about just some of the reasons why we should smile. Reason number one, I'm going to get the cliches out of the way early and say, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Smile when you think of all the times the fire alarm went off because there was dust in the sensors. Smile when you think of those classes that you hated, but they made you a better student in the end. Smile when you think of all the friendships you have experienced, the ones that came and went, as well as the ones that stayed. Because whether we like it or not, every single person we met in high school has impacted our lives in one way or another. And on that same note, each of us have had a small impact on everyone that we have met. All of these encounters are what have molded us into the people we are at this very moment. So I would like to speak for everyone when I say thank you for every small action that has led us to right now. The second reason to smile is the imperfection. We have to accept that we are not perfect, no one is, nothing is, and that's okay. The imperfections are what make life worthwhile. My dad always says, if every athlete played perfect every game, sports would be boring because the better team would always win. This also applies to life. If we were perfect every second of every day, nothing exciting would happen. We would never grow as people or get outside of our comfort zone. The imperfections are what make every day beautiful. So smile when you think of the millions of more imperfect moments we have to live. The third reason to smile is the unknown. The first unknown we experienced as a class came when we entered the high school as the first ever freshman class. Since then, we have experienced innumerable unknowns together, but none quite as large as the unknown we face together right now. The unknown of a future with limitless possibilities for each and every one of us. Personally, I can't wait to smile as I get to see the college adventures followed by the marriages, children, careers, and travels. As we slowly turn into our parents, whether we like it or not, and only post pictures on Facebook of our kids and pets. Beyond that, we are going to meet new people, make new friends, and probably a few enemies. Fall in love, fall out of love, then fall back in love again. And if they are important to us, we can stay close with all of the wonderful friends we have made here, and they can help us through the heartbreak and keep us grounded when life feels unbearable. In our futures, some of us will become soldiers, doctors, lawyers, welders, hairstylists, and teachers. Yes, some of us will be the next Mrs. Lynn or Mr. Stang, if we're lucky. However, no matter how many new adventures we have or new people we meet, we should keep smiling because there will always be another unknown right around the corner. I'd like to end on a quote I recently found. High school was just the prologue to the real novel. Everybody got to write you, but when you graduate, you get to write yourself. To me, and I hope to many of you, the idea of being able to take full control of our stories is a scary yet exhilarating idea. The prologue is over, and every single one of us is going to leave here today and start chapter 1 of our story. Some of us are going to live action novels, others a mystery thriller, and maybe a few of us will end up in a Nicholas Sparks book. But all of us are going to have a unique story to tell. But as I stand here, I hope that no matter where our stories take us, we will always cherish our time here at Connellsville Senior High School, our home away from home these last 4 years. I hope we will always be proud to call ourselves Falcons and sport that Falcon blue and white. I hope wherever we end up, when we see something that reminds us of our time in high school together, we will think of home and the family that we created here, and we will smile. Thank you and congrats to my fellow graduates of 2016.
Good evening. I was so honored to hear that one of my cosmetology students was named this year's Valedictorian for her senior class from the Connellsville Area Career and Technical Center. And I was even more honored to have had her ask that I be the person to introduce her at Commencement. I couldn't be happier to see that one of my students took the initiative to excel to greater heights and reach the top of their graduating class. She was the president of her cosmetology class, helping everyone that needed her assistance, including myself. She was a member of the National Technical Honor Society, Skills USA, and achieved many other academic awards during her 3 years at the Career Center. She did this, and I can never remember her doing anything without a smile on her face. She will be continuing her education in the fall at Douglas Education Center, where she will be attending classes toward a teacher's license and salon management. She will certainly be missed by me and many of the other students that she helped mentor. It is with great pleasure that I have the honor to announce Veronica Heller as this year's Valedictorian from Connellsville Career Center.
First, I would like to say congratulations. It has been a long time coming, and I'm sure everyone is happy that we made it here. Today, I'm going to talk about taking risks. Not only are they sometimes terrifying, but they can hold a great reward. Back when we were in 8th grade, I was at Junior High West. We were all excited to be freshmen until they told us we were going to the senior high with the older kids. Now that was scary. We were the first new freshman class. The school was barely finished, but we made it work. We got lost in the bigger school a lot, but then time came when we could schedule for sophomore year. We had the choice of staying down at the high school full-time or taking classes at the Career Center for half the day. I am proud to say that I took that risk of the half day at the Career Center. I chanced friendships, elective classes, and study halls to try out what would eventually become my career. I was worried at first. The first assignment in cosmetology was to say a speech in front of the whole class. What had I gotten myself into? There was a new environment and so many new people. It was the right choice for me though. Sure, it was risky, even more so when we had to be up there all day. It was a new experience, but it ended up being the best decision for my education. Before I knew it, I was president of my cosmetology class and preparing for my state board test. All of us who went to take the test passed, and we were licensed cosmetologists. The fun was only beginning. Sure, high school is a lot of work. There are many times when we feel like we can't go on anymore. We have taken risks, such as wondering if we should take that AP class and asking if more work or less free time is worth it. That's a risk. In the end, though, it is all worth it. In life, when we take chances, we grow as people. Never be afraid to take the plunge and go for your dreams. The chance of failing is high, but the chance of reward is so much greater. As mountaineer Alex Lowe said, when you remove the risk, you remove the challenge. When you remove the challenge, you wither on the vine. Keep this in mind as you move on to your next journey. You have all worked so hard, and this is our reward. It is an honor to reflect on all of those risks we have taken and realize that it was beyond worth it. Now we are risking going away to college or starting full-time jobs. I hope you always look back with a positive attitude and remember all of this work was worth it. Class of 2016 is one for the books. We have all made so many memories together. Thank you, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Good evening. Having taught at Connellsville Senior High School for the past 30 years, I've had the opportunity to see and to teach many students. But this year I'm afforded a privilege that I did not expect. I've been asked to introduce our class valedictorian. Dick Jacob Yancey has achieved many goals. He has been awarded the Eleanor E. Rowland Scholarship for Excellence in English, the E. Stanley Phillips Award for Excellence in History. Dick is a member of the National Honor Society and the Student Council. He is Senior Class Vice President and has participated in the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science and the Quiz League. In addition to academics, Nick has been on the school diving team, the cross-country team, and has played soccer and track. And while doing all this, he maintained an A in my Chemistry 2 and AP Chemistry classes. So it gives me great honor to introduce to you the class of 2016 valedictorian, Nick Jacob Yancey.
He said thank you, but that was really nice of you.
Thank you, Mr. Stang, for that wonderful introduction, and congratulations to you on your retirement. You will be sorely missed. Mr. Bosnick, Mr. James, school board members, faculty, staff, families, friends, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2016, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. Here we are. Today is a landmark day for all of us. As the year came to a close, and I saw some of my classmates become quite emotional to the point of crying, Many thoughts came to my mind, but one was especially prominent. Onions. Chicago poet Carl Sandburg said, "Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you cry." We are now peeling off one of the first layers of our onion of life. However, instead of crying as we remove this layer, we can learn a lot from the common onion. Onions are very versatile, both as a food and for unconventional uses, such as a natural dye and as an insect repellent. This versatility possessed by onions is akin to that of the class of 2016. Our class is overflowing with gifted scholars, athletes, such as state qualifying runner Devin Pizarski, artists such as Zoe White, and musicians like virtuoso Tia Carriere. These skills give our class a unique personality. My hope is that these skills will continue to develop and will help shape the future of every member of our class. Onions are also a bit strange in taste and are oftentimes met with caution and a grimace. However, when prepared correctly, onions can be quite tasty. We can learn many things from this simple tidbit, but two stand out. The first is that we should not be afraid to try new things. Trying something new can create a lasting memory, such as dancing around in a Speedo at a basketball game, or it can help you discover a hidden talent, such as juggling. Trying new things will help all of us have a more interesting life. One of the only negative effects that may come from trying something new, such as an onion, is a temporary bad taste in your mouth, and even that is bearable. This onion factoid can also teach us that when we are truly prepared for something, our chances for success are much greater. As we begin a more independent life, we must keep in mind that we have to work hard. Hard work is the shovel that allows us to harvest the onions of success. The onion that we eat is very different from the onion that is planted in the ground. The onion here teaches us that people, as well as life, will always change. Change is the only constant in life. Change will always occur, even if we can't see it, like the underground transformation of the onion. Our graduation from high school marks the beginning of many changes in our lives. Many of us will continue our education in college or a trade school. Some of us will enter the workforce, and others will join the armed forces. All of these paths have attached to them a drastic change from the easy life of high school to the great unknown that is independence. Mr. McLean taught me that even if you're prepared for something, life can throw you a curveball and you have to adapt. This lesson is incredibly important. If you learn how to handle change, you will be successful. The onion is generally not served as an entree, but rather is used to give flavor to the principal dish. You will encounter many people throughout life that will add flavor and enjoyable experiences to your life. It is important to be grateful to these people, for they are an integral part of your meal that is life. I'd like to personally thank all of the people who spiced up my high school experience and made it memorable, as well as helped me to become valedictorian. My parents, who have always been here to encourage and support me. My brother Michael, who, as the 2013 Connellsville valedictorian, gave me someone to look up to. All of my teachers and all of my fellow graduates, specifically Zach Beneke, Abby Szynski, Jordan Blair, Gavin Swink, Ethan McIntosh, Jace LaFisca, Jordan Ruvo, Devin Pizarski, Cyrus Shepler, and Curtin Kyle Johnson. I thank all of you for making me the person I am today. Lastly, the onion can be a metaphor for our individual lives. The onion has a relatively uniform spherical shape. It is stable. Many other fruits and vegetables share this shape. The orange, for example, is similar in shape to the onion. If we were to take a cross-sectional slice from our onion and insert it into the orange, there's a good chance the orange would maintain its shape. However, the onion is not part of the orange. It doesn't quite fit. We may find in life that we also don't quite fit in a new environment. After a while, our new environment will become normal for us, but it will never be where we came from. We must keep an open mind as we begin this new stage in our lives. So as we peel off this first layer of our lives, there will be crying, but these tears will be tears of joy for what the future holds for the class of 2016. As we all look to the future, I would like to leave you with a quote that philosopher Jango Fett said upon meeting Obi-Wan Kenobi. "I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. Aren't we all?" Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2016.
Daylin, Abby, Veronica, and Nicholas, could the four of you please come back up to the podium or platform at this time? Thank you for those inspiring speeches. I have a small but very prestigious award to present to each of you for earning the titles Salutatorian and Valedictorian. When you consider how large our graduating class is and how many outstanding students there were, to finish at the top of the class academically is a tremendous accomplishment. Daylin Goodwin, this award is presented to you as a Career and Technical Center Class Salutatorian. Abby Shazinski, this award is presented to you as the High School Class Salutatorian. Veronica Heller, this award is presented to you as the Career and Technical Center Class Valedictorian. Nick Jacobansky, this award is presented to you as the High School Class Valedictorian. I would also like to introduce the top 5% in the high school graduating class according to class rank. Please stand when your name is called, and I ask that everyone please hold your applause until the end. Nicholas Jacobansky, Abigail Shazinski, Brianna Meyer, Courtney Crider, Leanna Brewer, Ronald Rittenauer, Caitlin Dior, Tia Carriere, Ryan Burkett, Sean Blessman, Riley Baker, Gavin Swink, Jordan Blair, Mackenzie Miller, and Kira Polikowski. Congratulations, I'm proud of all of you. Please open your commencement programs to the last page. Listed are some of the award winners and scholarship recipients who were recognized at our senior class award ceremony held Wednesday, May 25th. As you can see, we have an extensive list of students that are well deserving of being recognized for their achievements. Let's give that group a round of applause for their efforts. Thank you. I now would like to introduce our district superintendent, Mr. Philip Martell.
Good evening. On behalf of the Connellsville Area School District, I would like to welcome all of our parents, students, faculty and staff, school board directors, and friends here to celebrate our soon-to-be graduates. This is a special day as we salute the class of 2016. My special thanks to the parents and guardians for trusting us with the education of your children. The principals Bosnick and James and their staffs for their unwavering commitment and leadership. And this great Connellsville area faculty for your hard work, mentoring, and sacrifices to get these young people to this day. To the Board of School Directors for providing the opportunity for the district to transform educationally and to give these students the tools they need to succeed in this global economy. I've had the pleasure of watching many of you over the course of the year and know that this is a class full of talented and smart leaders ready for the new challenge. Students, as you prepare for the next leg of your journey, I offer these words of opportunity, hope, and responsibility. First, it is my hope that we have done everything to prepare you to achieve your post-secondary choices. The Connellsville Area School District offers a wealth of courses and extracurricular activities. I hope that you've taken advantage of these activities and they've helped you develop your leadership skills. They've fueled your interests and talents and served as a venue to meet the lifelong friends. I also hope that you've given your next steps in life great thought, and that as you leave here, you are leaving here with a plan. It is one thing to dream, but the ultimate measure of success will be your ability to turn dreams into reality. You are the key to the success of our future in this country, and what you do will create a guide for us into the future. Second, take advantage of the opportunities that will help you achieve your goals. Greet each day as a new opportunity to make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Every day is a gift. There will be ups and downs. But when you're down, get back up and keep moving. Remember, once a Falcon, always a Falcon. Look for opportunities to give back to your school community. We need you. Steve Jobs once said, death is very likely the single best invention in life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. I'm sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Third, take responsibility for your actions. Know what you stand for and take a stand against. One of my favorite passages written by the late Nelson Mandela is that I've walked a long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I have taken a moment here to rest, to still a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance that I have come. But I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom comes responsibilities, and I dare not linger till my long walk is not ended. Today you have earned the right to move to the next milestone of your journey. As you leave the Connellsville Area School District, travel with confidence, a commitment to healthy practices, a sense of compassion, a lifelong thirst for learning, and an abiding faith and relentless determination to achieve your goals. Mr. Bosnick, the Board of School Directors, family, and friends, I hereby declare that these candidates for graduation have met the requirements from the Connellsville Area School District, and by the authority vested in me by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and Secretary Pedro Rivera, I hereby authorize the awarding of diplomas to the graduating class of 2016. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce the President of the Board of School Directors, Mr. Jay Fox.
Good evening. On behalf of my fellow Connellsville School Board members, we would like to welcome all of you in attendance for tonight's great occasion. To the members of the class of 2016, it is my honor as a Connellsville alumni to be able to personally congratulate you on your outstanding accomplishments. This night is not only the night that you should be very proud of yourself for having the perseverance and focus to earn your diploma, but it is also one in which you should also recognize all the people who helped make it happen. From family members to teachers, and staff, as well as members of our fine community. The road to earning a diploma had many people behind the scenes, encouraging, helping, and sometimes probably correcting you along the way. With this evening in mind, as you sit here tonight one last time as the 2016 Connellsville Area Senior Class, be proud of all of your hard work and remember the great friendships you have made along the way. If you're moving on to college, joining the military, or entering the workforce, we wish you the best of luck and want you to remember, you will always have a home here in Connellsville. Mr. Bosnick, the Board of School Directors, family, and friends, I hereby declare that these candidates for graduation have met the requirements for graduation from the Connellsville Area School District, and by the authority vested in me by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, I hereby authorize the awarding of diplomas to the graduating class of 2016. Thank you and congratulations.
It is now time for us to proudly present our graduates from the Connellsville Area School District class of 2016. At this time, I would like to invite the members of our school board, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Wandel, Dr. Means, Mr. Fox, Mr. Martucci, and Mr. Harshman, our superintendent, Mr. Philip Martell, and our administrators to come forward to extend our congratulations as Mrs. Lynn introduces the members of our 2016 graduating class. Ushers, you may now lead the graduates forward.